This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 6 starts right now.
Tonight, 32 convictions, a chronic repeat offender, a thorn in the side of CMPD. We'll tell you why he keeps getting out of jail and why police say it's another case of justice failed.
Plus, one local community trying to save some green by canning a green initiative. Mother Nature, the latest victim of a bad economy.
But first at 6, economic tailspin. Opponents say the governor's latest and largest proposed tax hike will leave the Charlotte economy with nowhere to go but down. Hello, thanks for being here. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome. If local leaders are right, Bev Perdue's budget plan is more like cutting off your foot to forget about your headache. North Carolina continues to operate without a budget, continues to face a multi-billion-dollar deficit. And the biggest victim in all this may be this city, Charlotte. We've been on your side following this controversy for weeks. First, the tax hikes, from sales taxes to sin taxes. Second, the loss of revenue. The governor's plan would strip millions of dollars away from Charlotte. Charlotte could face the biggest budget cut of any city in North Carolina. And then there's this man, State Senator Dan Clodfelter. Charlotte Mayor Pat McCrory called a budget meeting yesterday with state lawmakers that turned out to be fruitless. And all any of us got were vague answers and this condescending smile. WBTV's Melissa Hankins on your side live right now. Melissa, we're talking a serious downward spiral here for Charlotte. There's a potential, I think, for major job losses in an already sour economy.
Well, Mayor McCrory is actually worried that the state could kill job creation in our area, Paul, for several reasons. First, budget proposals on the table right now in Raleigh could sap $32.8 million of Charlotte's regular revenue, and if the city's hurting that bad, it could lose appeal, of course, to companies. Second, Governor Perdue's proposed sales tax hike will make Mecklenburg County sales tax some of the highest in the nation, and McCrory says that's like kicking business owners when they're down, because if the sales tax is that high, people will simply shop elsewhere.
The last thing we need to do is destroy this economy even more by taxing people and businesses.
And the third reason McCrory is worried about the impact state lawmakers could have on our job recovery. He says they're threatening to short us in their budget, and they could do the same when allocating federal stimulus money.
You know, the job creation dollars, there's a lot coming in.
This is Steve Partridge, a former Charlotte Chamber executive who's just been tapped to lead the state's efforts at rekindling the Queen City's job market. And he says there's a wealth of federal stimulus money headed our way. But yes, before it gets here, the state gets to filter a chunk.
Some is state dollars reallocated. Money comes in through the governor's office for a lot of the workforce development efforts.
But he says we shouldn't worry.
A lot of the dollars coming to the state are targeted toward job creation. And that means workforce development money.
It's just that even in his position right now, he can't tell us how much.
Exact number I probably couldn't give you, but it's millions of dollars here in the Charlotte area helping targeting job creation and getting people retooled.
But you don't know the number?
Not the exact number.
Partridge is the managing director of the new Charlotte Regional Economic and Workforce Recovery Initiative. You can track the state's efforts at creating jobs here yourself through a website he's running called PronetCharlotte.com, and we'll provide a link to it on our own WBTV.com. Paul, back to you.
And Melissa, Raleigh, we know, now has more jobs than Charlotte. Wake County has more than 409,000 people working. Mecklenburg, just 406,000 employed workers. So what's the big deal? Mecklenburg County has 36,000 more people